What up, people? We back. I'm sorry I'm late. But who cares, right? Like nobody else is here anyway, so who gives a fuck, right? It's just me today. I don't know if anybody else is popping in, quite frankly. I don't care. But so just, it might be a little short show, you know what I mean? But we're gonna start off this a little different today. What we're gonna do first is we're gonna have a public service announcement. I think that's what you want to call it. But people go through things in life. We all have our struggles. We all have our, ups and downs. You know what I'm saying? But I'm starting to see the key. You have to push through. You have to persevere. You can't let all the bullshit get you down. Because there's a lot of bullshit that comes with life. You know what I mean? We see it every day from different people on all different levels. You know what I mean? From the dude standing outside on the corner. I mean, whether he's making $160,000 a year and now change, that's his hustle. We stupid for giving it to him. We don't know. But, there's other people that actually do need it. And then, then you got your regular people struggles, which I'm part of the regular people. Every good morning, Lady Nova. What's going on? Thank you for popping in. Every day, just try to make the right decisions. As I have to say, try to make the right decisions. And so it doesn't set you back. You know what I mean? Making the right decisions won't set you back, whatever it is. Right. So, that's all I kind of want to say. But leading into that, it kind of led me to, if you don't make the right decisions, you can end up like the Memphis Grizzlies and Dylan Brooks and Ja Morant. And I'm not even going to put Desmond Bain in there, but you end up like them going home talking all that shit. You didn't make the right decision talking to fucking LeBron that way. Talking to fucking Ice in the Veins that way. Talking to Anthony Davis that way. You shouldn't have did it. It was bad for your health. But anyway, still going into the shit, whatever. Also, sometimes we have a person that comes on this show regularly that chimes in with us. He's been on one time. And he has a little bit of talent around here, and he's gonna be a part of the show every day for a while, whether he's here or not. And like to display a little bit of his talent. Maestro that comes in, Reggie Robinson from New London, and the new intro song is on its way.
The world. They think this shit is a joke, so I throw smoke to let me back in this bitch. I'm fortified, show is live, I never lacked in this bitch. Immortalized, my sort of vibe, but throw your raps in the ditch. No sort of lies, I slaughter guys with this immaculate shit. It's big stroke. Fucking with his bro, earn so. You learn slow. Fuck around and get your soul burned slow. You've heard no. Cloud here, you's a sucker to me. And ain't nobody in this NL County fucking with me. There's nothing to me. They come and set some fire to boost. I wire the proof. The stroke can never lie to the youth. I'm tired of goose. Spitting lies, believe in the fame. You come around in Stroh's lane, you never see him again. That's on mamas. I roll with the punches and drama. In these NL streets, I roll with some bunches of ganja. It's nothing to bomb ya. I got bars heavy as boulders. Speaking of Boulder, I grew up on ledge with the soldiers. Crazy 80 days, cardboard, popping and breaking. Lot of homies didn't make it, but nigga, we made it. Persevered through the hurt and tears, working my peers. One battle after battle, boy, earning my tear. Learning from fear. Pen sharp as Pequot spears. Competition steady bitches saying he's not fair. I started this shit, so I can never pardon this shit. The weak shit that nigga spitting, so I retarded this shit. So call me a hater, and now we glad to show you some skills. I've been the best and leave you stressed with all the niggas I killed. But we off that, we on track, ride them like a horseback. Did that throw you off black? Well, I'm too grown to pause that. We on that, boom back, that's how I consume rap. Take your little coon rats and get hit by the goon pack. Nigga, move back, or you gon' have to prove that. All you say you do cap, you would never do that. And this is not a competition. Fuck your proposition, you was not my opposition, boy. I'm too slick for you to draw with. And way too many hooks for you to spar with. Regardless, I'm sure the artist who spit hardest. Trying like I'm Zion, go hard and avoid charges. Maestros like Nitro on a Monday Night Raw. I'm sending radicals to your door. It's throwing smoke, that's Reggie Mike. And I'm like, we in the stew, he's on the beats, I'm on the mic. It's only right, we make magic when we unite. It's like we brothers, except I'm colored and he is white. But anyways, I came to say I'm still the menace. I'm still strong, I'm still Reggie, I'm still the illest. But that's my time, the pleasure's mine, I gotta escape. That is your fate, you can't escape the first 48. Bars of power. The world.
Yes, sir. That's the man, Reggie. New intro song. Y'all can't have it. I'm claiming it first. Whoever do it, you gotta come see me. I don't care where it's at. Good morning, Ann. What it do?
Yeah, what it is, man. What it is.
How's everything?
Heading home.
Yeah.
Heading home. Yeah, man.
You did all right?
I had a hell of a weekend, man.
Yeah. That's good.
I would just say this. I ain't lose no money.
Good. That's all that counts. You don't ever want to follow the Steve rules.
Bruh.
Oh shit. So you ready for this game? You ready for this game today, son? Yo, listen, your boy K-Rock. I don't know who K-Rock Johnson is, but your boy got the said it's about to be set. The series is set up, son. He said there's no way they're gonna let Sacramento win this. No way they're gonna let Sacramento win this, son. He said they're gonna set the series up. LeBron and Steph, they gonna fix the playoffs, so for lucrative purposes only.
Yeah, there's more of a storyline behind that. So, right now the NBA they got scripts like wrestling right now. They working on their WWE Vince McMahon shit. So I don't doubt that. I had Golden State winning the series anyway. From the beginning. So, but I can see where that coming. A lot of people gonna think that. Where it's just like, nah, you know what I mean? We gotta get Steph and LeBron.
Gotta be like that, right?
Gotta get Steph and LeBron, man. So it's gonna be interesting. We'll see what happens with this game 7 though. Let's see if De'Aaron Fox and them got something to say about that.
Because listen,
what up, boys?
One thing I noticed. Good morning.
What's going on? What are the
They totally have to me. They making Golden State look old. Because they running them up and down the court, and that's what Mike Brown he knows. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yo, these guys' legs ain't gonna be able to keep up with y'all. And they're getting tired in the third and fourth quarter. They're getting tired in the third and fourth quarter.
When that ball come out the net or off the glass, off to the races. That's what Mike Brown is doing. He coached them. He know what to do.
He doing that. What was the name of that? Coach Carter shit.
Yeah, off to the races.
Run. Delilah.
Right, that's what that was. Delilah. We out. And that's smart. I mean, honestly, because truth be told, that is my fear of it being a Sacramento and Lakers series, because LA can't keep it. Like, even though, like, truth be told, if you look at it, I think there was a stat like the Lakers pretty much almost led the playoffs up to right now, and fast break points. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I don't know if they want to run up and down with Malik Monk and De'Aaron Fox.
How's his hand doing?
Who?
What's it, Malik? Was it his hand that they were saying he might not even be playing in a series?
De'Aaron Fox.
Huh? Yeah, Fox, yeah.
De'Aaron Fox, yeah, with that finger.
It looked just fine to me the other night.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah.
That dude is amazing. I don't know, this is what I'm saying, though. And you know what? And this is what I don't like about, today's NFL, today's NBA. You're looking for the immediate result. Like, how long De'Aaron Fox been in this league, bro?
De'Aaron Fox got to be in year 5 now.
Okay, so we talk of 5 years. Him and Malik Monk. Malik Monk went around to a couple teams, right? Because he was on Charlotte or New Orleans, whatever you want to call them. And dude, these two now playing together like they did in college. And Monk comes off the bench though, like, yo, dog. It's insane, son. Like how their games have grown. You know what I'm saying? And now they're basically, son, if you're watching the way they playing, they look like De'Aaron Fox look like he's ready to almost take over the league. Like he's ready to jump on that train as
I was mad when we didn't resign Malik Monk after last season. I was like, yo, y'all tripping, man.
No.
I was like, y'all tripping.
And you know what I'm saying? Like, but this is what I'm saying, it's a situations too. You know what I'm saying? You have to pair the right coaches with the players. Because the organization has to give people time to grow and come into their own. You can't, everybody's not going to be that nice right away in the wrong situation.
Right.
Like it just doesn't, like I said, I think James Harden is playing his best basketball ever right now. That's, you know what I'm saying? As far as like in a team capacity, like that's what he's doing. Like he's playing really good basketball. He's not just I need to drop 60, like not. Like I don't know, man. It's just we started the show late today. You know, I started late. That's my fault, but I don't give a fuck. Like I don't care. But sometimes you just be tired, man. You know what I mean? Just be tired.
Oh, man, drinking coffee and liquor.
This is not liquor. This is iced tea, sir.
Get it. Okay. Yep. I'm sorry.
We call this is only for show purposes.
Okay.
That we make people think that it's liquor just so we could be like those dudes who sit around the table and get drunk and talk shit.
Like 80% of podcasts is now.
Except this is this. So what you feeling? What you thinking about the draft, Kasim? And before I get to that, Ant, I just want to say to all of you and your fuck ass teams that like picking up all my Michigan players. Yes, the 49ers want to take the kicker. The fucking Cowboys signed everybody from the fucking Michigan Wolverines. Everybody's signing all my Michigan players. Fuck all of y'all teams. Hate y'all. Just letting you know, there's hate in my blood for the situation because my Giants don't seem to have any respect for the Michigan players. And I'm a little hurt on the inside. I'm a little hurt.
I bet you Harbaugh sent out the memo to us like, yo, listen, y'all, this is what y'all need right here.
Mm-hmm.
I got what y'all need. Trust what I'm telling you, I got what y'all need.
They flying off them and Georgia players is flying off the board. Philly,
yeah.
Philly
got every Georgia player that they can get.
Yeah, and DeAndre Swift.
DeAndre Swift.
They traded for him from the Lions.
Yeah, I saw that. I mean, like they had enough picks. They had picks I didn't even know they had. I didn't know they had the top number 10 pick until probably 2 weeks ago. I was like, what the fuck? They got the 2.
The Eagles are like the Nets. Like the Nets and Utah Jazz right now with all the moves that Danny Ainge and the Celtics back in the day.
and they supposed to did what they did if they had all those picks.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they GM is the best GM in the league right now.
Looking like it.
You know, they was getting guys they really didn't need. To be honest with you, a lot of stuff they got guys they really didn't need. Yeah. And the draft, in my opinion, and what I hear from a lot of experts, in football, you really don't want to get a bunch of people you don't need. You want to get your needs.
Well, if they have their needs in place, they're adding depth and youth for the future.
Yeah.
Right. Football is not the. I always say that the NFL draft is not the. That's not the stash. That's not the stash draft.
No.
NBA could stash. MLB could stash. NFL, nah.
Because
the reason what you need right now that you could plug in now.
Like, yeah, and you could get depth. You can get that depth, right? But they got top 4 round pick, top 3 third round picks. And it ain't like they got like they sitting at 5, 6, and 7, whatever. And the top 3, you're gonna have to start right away. But if you like him, because this is not Jacksonville or whatever, a team that haven't been doing really well in the last 10 or 15 years. They're doing good now, Jacksonville. But he's smart. So I get what he's doing. I think he's going to use all those picks that he got. And maybe it's going to be a year or 2 from now, but maybe he's going to start using those guys, some top 3 picks that he was getting. I should say the top 50 picks that he was getting, because I think 1 to 3, maybe top 8, whatever. He's going to use that.
Fix your mic a little bit.
Say again?
Fix your mic a little bit.
All right. He's going to use that a little bit better.
Crackling.
Yeah, I probably because I had it charging.
Oh.
I think.
What you think about the quarterback situation?
Who has the what?
The 49ers quarterback situation.
They said Trey Lance is healthy. We picked up Sam Darnold, and after Brock Purdy did what he did, it's kind of like, how can he not be the starter?
You guys hear me?
Yep, better.
I actually think Trey Lance gonna be on a. I think he's gonna be on a block.
I thought he was gonna be on the block, like they was gonna trade him to get a better pick than they got, like go move up and draft.
That's what I thought. I thought he was gonna get moved during the draft.
Yeah. That's what I thought. I thought the Giants was gonna move up in the draft by trading Saquon Barkley, to be honest with you. I thought they was gonna do that. Because I don't think they're gonna pay him the way he wants. Because that's just my opinion. They might do something, but these guys are really intelligent. I don't think they're gonna be doing some bullshit because it ain't like we're Super Bowl. We're gonna win Super Bowl next year, and we just need a running back right now. So whatever we got to pay him, let's pay him.
Yo, we picked up a good running back too. We picked up a good running back.
We sure did. And I don't want people to talk about the Giants too much, because I don't want people to think I'm like harped on the Giants. When I can talk about other teams, I think a lot of teams did amazing. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I really, I'm going to be quick with it with the Giants. I think I give them an A because they got every need that they needed to have.
Yeah.
We needed a goddamn spinner.
We addressed it.
We needed a corner. We needed a safety that we got. We needed that speedy wide receiver that can catch. You know what I'm saying? He could track a ball down. We needed that. So they have an A. I don't want to even talk about them like no more. It's because I don't want people to think, oh, here we go. We're going to talk about the Giants, what they did. Steve can do that, and he can pull me in to talk about them more. But,
talk about
who did good to me? I think, again, Philly did.
The Baltimore Ravens did.
Really. We'll see. I think they should have took that guy.
He's starting shit this morning. He's starting shit.
Yeah. we can talk about it. I like that pick, Zay Flowers. But we'll see what Odell Beckham going to do. And we'll see.
No. I'm talking about the drive.
Talking about Lamar Jackson.
Oh, he was bound to get paid. You know what I'm saying? The woke the woke narrative was going to make sure he got paid. And then you see the woke narrative ain't talking about how it was 4. Is it 3 or 4? It was 3 black quarterbacks picked in the top 5.
Yeah.
They don't want to talk about that. because they want to have the narrative that the NFL is racist. Who the hell knew that they was going to pick Richardson?
No,
in the top five.
He was on a lot of people's radar, but here's the ill part. The ill part is that 12 quarterbacks went, and this was supposed to be a trash quarterback draft, but 12 quarterbacks go.
Yeah.
What 12 quarterbacks was that nice?
Well, you know what? Everybody looking for that. Everybody looking for that. That diamond in the rough.
Here we go. Exactly. This is what I'm talking about.
A lot of the star quarterbacks at certain parts of the season were getting hurt, and they didn't have that next. They didn't have that next quarterback to say, "All right, next man up." Somebody's looking for that diamond in the rough. So, also, what they're trying to do is to find that diamond in the rough that they don't have to pay.
Mm-hmm.
You get these quarterbacks who now look where the bar is set. Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts, like Patrick Mahomes, all these dudes that's getting paid. These other quarterbacks want to get paid too. But if you bring in a rookie, you don't got to think about that for what, 3-4 years.
Mm-hmm.
So they're looking for that diamond in the rough. That's why so many quarterbacks got drafted this year.
Like the Connecticut native, Will, he lost a lot of money because everybody thought he was going to be selected in the top 5, other than Richardson.
Will Levis.
Will Levis from Madison, Connecticut. He played for Xavier.
Levi's.
Will Levis or something like that. Well, just like I said, he's from Madison, Connecticut. He played at Xavier over there in Middletown. It's an all boys school.
Julius Randle's out for the day, y'all.
Yo, we'll talk about him later. Oh my God.
Yo, but you want to know who's going to get a chance now? Obi Toppin's going to get a chance.
Right. Yeah. But I think not to be on basketball, you just brought it up, but I think we're seeing our last days of Julius Randle as a Knick anyway.
Okay.
I think they're about to move on from him.
Yeah, I think they could get a lot from him too.
Honestly, I think they trade him and Quentin Grimes. They could get Siakam from Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
I believe so.
They could get Siakam.
I don't know what it is about Julius Randle. You're getting that money, man. Like, I mean, didn't they have like 4 days of rest or some shit like that?
No, he just hurt his ankle though.
Yeah, it was bad.
Just his ankle last game.
He's a big dude. Yeah, I get it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he fucked his ankle up, man. That wasn't good. But but back to the draft. I just got the update, so I just wanted to put that out there real quick. Game starts at 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
But back to the draft a little bit because I do want to get to them. I told at the beginning of my, of the start of this show, I did tell people to make the right decisions in life. So I want to go back to why you should make the right decisions in life. But back to the draft. I think Philly won, the Giants won. I think Detroit won with Hendon Hooker as a backup for Jared Goff.
That's another one you have to play. You don't have to pay.
Atlanta has made some great moves this offseason as well. Who else do I want to go into? Did I say Dallas? I said Dallas one, right?
No.
Okay, Dallas won. Dallas won because they picked up all my Michigan players. Dallas won. They got Schoonamaker and Mozzie Smith, dog. Like I watched them. I'm telling you that they nice, right? So you added Mozzie Smith to that defense, bro, and Schoonamaker as a tight end, dude. Dak Prescott is their only downfall, like I said. I'm
about to ask you that question. With the Cowboys, did Cowboys need to pick up the defense, or did they need more on offense? I don't think they needed more on defense.
Nah, they didn't at all. They needed Dak Prescott to play a better game, to be a better quarterback.
They need more on the offensive line because they getting pretty old there, guys. That old line is getting pretty old.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't think they needed anything on the defensive end. I thought they was pretty solid defensive.
Yeah, very, very.
But everybody but the Giants and Philly got a lot better on offense. So I get what they was doing.
I know my Giants did because with that pick and Darren Waller.
Even
and
Washington
then,
got a little better on offense.
And then Wandale Robinson coming back when he comes back from his ACL.
Oh
Dude,
my God,
son!
everybody's speed. It's a bunch of speed. It's a bunch of speed.
And then we still got Smith. I mean, our tight end, who had over 95, 96% catch. Like, he didn't drop a ball.
I see why Dallas went defense a lot. Because again, Philly is going to be nice on offense again. If and Giants is going to be doing some really good stuff. I'm expecting them to score more, especially in that offense for the second year in a row. I'm expecting them to score a whole lot more. But
so let's get something out the way as Giants fans, and you can agree to disagree.
Right.
I'm going to say this now, and I probably said it before, but for people who don't hear me, I'm telling you now. I expect them to be better than last year. I expect them to score more points, but I don't expect them to win extra games like that. I expect maybe if they're going to win one game, maybe 10 games, maybe. I don't expect this to be a super huge leap.
No.
Why I say that is because last year was supposed to be our stepping stone to win a couple more games, a few more games, 6-7 games out of, because we won 4. Now we're supposed to win 7, maybe 8. We probably wasn't supposed to make the playoffs. We actually made the playoffs and got a playoff win. So I expect this year to be last year, if that makes sense.
I would agree, but I can't, because now we know what to expect from the coach. We didn't know what to expect from him. That's why we was like, we might win 7 to 8 games, because we don't know. He never been a head coach. And
but that's not his team.
Huh?
That's not his team.
What you talking about?
So like he was dropped into a situation where that's not his team that he was able to build.
You're speaking to what I'm saying.
Yeah. So now he needs time. He needs his time now to start the rebuilding process. Right. Right. No, that's why I say last year to me was just like, it was like a nice surprise, and it was a little bit, not a little bit, but it was overachieving. You know what I'm saying? We had a lot of very, very close games, 1-score games, 1-point score games, field goal games that could have went either way, because Daniel Jones was still making the mistake. The defenders just couldn't catch. He still was making the mistake.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. No, he was making. It was a lot of throws he made when nobody was around. The receiver would drop. Even our boy that's going to Kansas City, he had dropped the ball a couple times, but he would have an 80% catch radius, but he would drop the ball at some crazy times when he was wide open.
Slayton had a lot of bad drops.
Like Slayton has, that's the narrative. He has certain bad drops. I really believe, it was a lot of stuff when we was 6-10 in 2020, when all our games was lost, them close games was lost. And when we was 4-12, 2021 season, oh my God, we had a lot of good close games that we lost. So it could go either way. So let's take it to the part. We still had that 4-12 team that he made 9-7. Now we have a better nucleus, that a really good coach and a really good coaching staff is, I believe, it's going to make at least a 10 to 11 win team.
Okay, so what's today? What's today?
He said nucleus.
Oh, April 30th.
It's April 30th, 2023. It is, right? 23. What up, strolling through? So put we had 9. So plus, are you going plus over 9? You going over 9?
Yeah, absolutely.
So what do you say? We have to beat the Cowboys. We have to beat the Eagles if we're going to get over.
Yes, We got a better defensive line. You talk about Philadelphia D line. Giants is going to look monstrous on the D line as well. You know what I'm saying? It's going to look monstrous and that's why I said specifically that we was horrible on the run. They taking care of that. We got our linebacker, and yeah, I already said I don't just say things. I'm specific. You know, we got our D line, more D linemen that we did very well in free agency, extremely well if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys, they can keep on resting, coming in, resting. And that's what I'm talking about. We was bad on the run. And we got better. And it looks like we might be better in the secondary.
Where do
be crazy?
Where do you place us? Where do you place us right now? We don't know Saquon Barkley. We don't know Saquon Barkley's situation yet.
I'm not even thinking about Saquon Barkley right now.
Where do you place us amongst? I'm going to give me this a two-part question. I'm going to give you the NFC, give us our place in the NFC, and then give us our place in the NFC.
Where's all the quarterbacks going?
I just want to know where you think we're going to rank.
This is going to make my point. Are they going to the AFC? All the good quarterbacks are going to the AFC, right? So yeah, absolutely. So all we have to worry about is the what's his name? Hurts. The end. I'm putting us at top 4, top 5 in the NFC. Maybe even top 3 next year.
Okay, so we got the Eagles, we got the Cowboys, we got the 49ers, we have the Detroit Lions, we got the Minnesota Vikings, and we have Seattle, and I really don't give a fuck about the other two. The Rams and Arizona could go. Atlanta, you have Derek Carr in New Orleans with that defense. I don't know what Carolina is like. I think Atlanta made some good moves. Tampa Bay, I think they're done now. And
they were still
so
6.
you're gonna. So are we better than the 49ers? Are we better than the 49ers?
On paper?
Are we better than the 49ers?
No.
Okay.
On paper.
Are we better than the Eagles? Are we better than the Eagles?
We don't know. On paper, if we're talking about paper, we don't know. Again, guys,
are we better than the
you're
Eagles?
not going to be able to run on the Giants no more. You're not going to be able to run on Giants anymore. This was our flaw last year on defense. This was our extreme flaw on defense, guys. Like yes, we're top 4. We're going to be top 4 next year. Right. I'm specific on what I'm telling you guys. What we was bad at, and look on paper, because I'm not a Dallas Cowboy fan or any of these fans that be saying they're gonna do this and that third. I'm saying on paper we got a whole lot better. 9-7, no. 10 to 11 wins, yes. So I'm doing. It's April 30th. I'm doing the +9 wins. April 30th. And we're going to be top 4, top 5.
Unapologetic said the Giants are going over 9 wins, y'all. You heard it first. I'm not. Listen, if they do, I'm not mad at it. I would love your prediction. And I didn't just tell you. I told you specifics. No, I know what you said. But even if you have the specifics in the stats, we have to watch it play out. As a fan, I want to see it happen.
Absolutely.
As you know. So, what do you rank your 49ers this year with your bad quarterback situation and you picking up my kicker from Michigan, Jake Moody?
What, the 49ers?
Yeah.
We still gonna be top 3. We still gonna finish top 3 in the NFC. Because we didn't lose anything. We have a quarterback situation. We'll figure it out, and it doesn't matter which one of those quarterbacks we have. We don't have that freelance quarterback space. We have a Kyle Shanahan run offense. You come in, you run it the way he lay it out. Now, it just we'll see who's going to be the best fit for the situation. Who knows how to work when those options are gone? And I think that's Brock Purdy. So I can see us once again winning 13, 14 games.
Okay.
And being top 3 in the NFC.
All right. And everybody made the right decision, right? Everybody decision when they woke.
Huh?
I said everybody made the right decision when they woke up this morning.
Why you say that?
Did you eat the right thing? Did you eat the right breakfast? Did you say something wrong to somebody you shouldn't have said anything wrong to? Did you do that?
Why you say that?
Did you piss off your wife this morning, Qasim? Unapologetic. Did you piss off your wife this morning?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. All right. And you woke up, made the right decision. You made the right decisions all weekend. So you okay.
Yeah.
Right? All right.
Let me up.
All right.
God
You know who didn't make the right decision? Dylan Brooks and the Memphis Grizzlies.
Oh my God.
You know who didn't make the right decision?
See,
Calling LeBron old. He's a strong loser. I did.
You and I had this conversation yesterday. We had this conversation yesterday briefly. These dudes, this is the era of participation trophies. They have not won yet. So what gave you the right to think that you could talk to LeBron, Anthony Davis? Like, these dudes have won, even though it was a bubble championship. But LeBron is a proven winner. He's the #1 scorer of all time. I mean, of course, there's always going to be that GOAT debate. But at the end of the day, LeBron James is still what we want to say and call, quote unquote, a basketball god. Dylan Brooks, how dare you, my friend? How dare you wake up a beast like that? What's wrong with you? I don't even bother Ja, because Ja could talk and Ja back it up. Ja is full speed ahead. Ja is actually, to me, the most spectacular viewing. Like, if he's must-see TV in the NBA right now. To me. Like, there's nobody more exciting to watch right now than Ja. But Dylan Brooks, what are you doing, man? Like, you're not even Draymond Green. Draymond was quiet until they started winning.
Yes, sir.
So, yeah, Dylan Brooks made all kind of. If I was John, then we probably would have had a fight, me and Dylan Brooks. And then you gonna run from the media? Come on, man.
That's that bullshit. You're making us light-skinned dudes look bad.
That nigga look more than light skin.
And this is and yo, listen, the Golden State Warriors against the Sacramento Kings. This is a school days type battle. Klay Thompson, Steph Curry against Malik Monk, motherfucker, and De'Aaron Fox.
Word.
This is the dark skin versus the light skin dudes.
Word. Word.
I want to listen. It's gonna be a good ass game today.
That's crazy. The house Negro versus the field Negro.
Shut your face, Scum TV.
Said the house Negro versus the field Negro.
Yo, this is bad business, man. But
I know Lakers needed this rest, especially on LeBron and AD.
Yeah, I was glad they closed it out, and I rooted for Sacramento to win. I'm rooting for Golden State to win the series. I'm not changing my mind on that, but I wanted this to go to Game 7 to give LeBron some time to rest those legs, because in Game 5, like, he shouldn't even went to the gym. He should have just stayed home. He should have took a Kawhi day. Game 5.
That's what we should call it from now on too.
Word. He has a torn meniscus. He has a torn meniscus. So
yeah. It's what we.
To his defense,
it's what we hearing.
Yeah.
It's what comes. It's what comes out now.
Yeah, definitely what we hearing. I think
Team Darkness.
Crazy. No, it's like, yeah, we need to talk about what Giannis said.
I was about to get into that.
I'm sorry.
That was my next move. If you let
We
you know,
need-
you
we
let
need
the
to
host
talk about-
transition.
Yeah,
You let the host
please,
transition
let's-
properly into his.
My bad, guys.
Yeah, man.
My
Please,
bad.
let's get into that one. Oh,
So that's gonna be. So I want to get into that, right? Like, how do you guys actually feel about what he said? Like, you want to know? You know what's making me mad? Let me tell you what's making me mad about this whole situation. And I'm gonna go on the other side. I might be on the other side. I don't know. But I'm gonna go. I want to be a boxer for 1 second, right? Or I want to be an MMA fighter for 1 second. Okay? And I'm gonna show you exactly what happens when people do battle. Here it goes. This is the pre-fight, the press conferences, all that shit, right? Yo, I'm gonna fucking kill you. It's over. Da 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 da. You wait until Saturday, May 15th. I'm gonna fucking knock you out. First round, you finished. They lose. Well, I didn't have a good training camp. I didn't chew enough gum. My jaw wasn't strong enough.
He said, I ain't say I wasn't gonna get knocked out.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't understand the excuses that come along when you lose. Somebody has to win, somebody has to lose. So when the reporter asks you a fucking question, I understand sometimes they ask dumb questions, but you was the number one team in the league, bro. Giannis, you up for MVP considerations. There's no way in hell you should have answered the reporter the way that you answered the reporter. Who gives a fuck if you lost? You got a championship. You took Milwaukee and got a ring. Just because you didn't get one this year, don't start getting salty now. Because you were shitting on people when, oh, this is why I don't switch teams. This is why I ain't this. I don't do that. I'm this, I'm that. And now Jimmy Butler came for your head. And all of a sudden, you snapping on reporters. No, what do you think? Was Michael Jordan a failure? Michael Jordan lost 9
Yeah, he
times.
did. No. He was very logical. He was very, very logical to me. He said, "I'm a failure," because the dude said, "Are you a failure?" He said, "You asked that question all the time." Yes, he is the most logical player in the NBA. In my opinion. He shows the most manhood in the NBA, in my opinion.
He didn't ask him if he was a failure, though. He said, "Was your season a failure?"
Show the video. Show the video. He did.
Wait a minute.
Your season.
Hold on, man. Because
stop the cap.
The bottom line is really he quoted himself so eloquently. That was a beautiful and expressive way to shut down a reporter.
He ain't crying. He ain't like a victim. You know, like 99.9% of them.
Who cares if he did or not? He still answered the question. Fucked up to me.
No, he didn't, because you can't call nobody a failure.
He didn't call him a failure.
He asked him. He asked him, "Do you believe that you are a failure?"
Go ahead.
He said,
"Go ahead. You wildin'."
No, he didn't see you. He said what he asked him was, he said, "Do you believe that this season was a failure?"
Was a failure.
That's what he asked.
The season, bro, not you.
It is a failure. Not him. Everybody know he's not. Giannis is the top 3 in the NBA, period. No matter which way you want to say it, whether it's the MVP race, whether it's talent, whatever. Giannis is top 3, period. There's some people that might debate at this point that he might be the best, right? So he's not a failure at all. He's a very successful player. But this season as a whole, you are the number 1 seed. You're the number 1 seed. You was the one talking about my mother said don't play with her food, don't play with your food and all that. That was you. Every year when you come out, you are slated, and you are one of the people that debated to have championship aspirations every year since 2 seasons before they won it. So you lose now to a number 8 seed, an injured number 8 seed, a beat down number 8 seed.
No Tyler Hero.
You lost pretty much to Jimmy Butler, Max Strus, Gabe Vincent, Duncan Robinson, you didn't lose to Tyler Hero. You didn't lose to Bam because Bam played like shit.
And Kyle Lowry is done.
Kyle Lowry is on his last, not even his last leg. He's on his last toe. Period. It's over. So yes, this season is a failure. You lost to a number 1 seed. I mean, to a number 8 seed. It's a failure.
That
now,
came
like
out.
I said,
Hold on.
answer was cool. I can respect it.
And to elaborate, to extend that, you lost to a team that came out the play-in.
Right. They was on, and they lost their first play-in game.
And then they beat you.
Game.
Then they beat you in the whole series. The fuck out of here.
They beat Chicago, right?
Yeah.
At the last second shot or some shit. So they was seconds away from not even being in the playoffs to now. Would they beat them 4-1?
Yeah, I think it was 4-1. I think it was a gentleman's sweep.
I honestly wish we can literally play what he said, because all you guys are saying good points. All you guys are saying the truth, and he literally said that. He said, "Do you call Michael Jordan a failure in his 16 years? That it was a lot of those years he didn't win anything. Did you call?" He's saying specifically, "Yes, I did fail." He ain't give no excuse. Like I watched the damn video like about 5 times.
Once Michael Jordan started winning, though, once he started winning, there was no more failure.
But he did.
When he
was
make when they was playing against the Pistons
point.
and all of that. Yeah, it was Michael Jordan to tell you those was failures.
He wasn't dissing Michael. He wasn't dissing nobody. But he just saying the narrative of failure and stuff like that. And he asked the guy, if I failed, like what
do you view the season as a failure, bro? Bro, before you go on, do you view this season as a failure? I just listened to it. Do you view this season as a failure? Reporter's words. That's it. Yes, it is a fucking failure.
It did what he said. It did what he said. And then
what he said.
What he said.
What he said was wrong.
In my opinion, what he said was wrong.
He's salty. He fucking lost. It's bad. It was bad to me. I don't care. He answered the question. Like both of y'all said, he answered the question. Yes, he answered it like a grown man should. But his response in the way his words that he said, just because you said it nice, don't mean what you said was correct. I could say fuck you very nicely.
Right.
I could, you know what I'm saying? I could be like, hey man, fuck you, dude. I could say that very nicely. What he said was very like he was salty. He knows he fucked up. He knows that team fucked up.
Yes, but he was very honest about things. He was very logical about things. He didn't curse that reporter out. No. He gave him his question back. He said, just because you report, do you get what you call that, bonuses every year? And if you don't get bonuses every year, do you fail? He was saying stuff like that. Versus if he said that to LeBron or all of them, probably would have been like, brushed him off. And next question. See, that's my whole thing. That's my whole argument. Yes, he did fail. I'm glad I didn't, because I would have been, if I would have bet it would have been on them to win it all. I'm glad I didn't. So yes, he extremely failed.
We're gonna talk about you, LeBron's first year in Miami when they lost to Dallas in the finals. LeBron answered that same question and said, "Yes, it's a failure. We came here to win. We banded together to win, and for us to be sitting here on the other side of this victory, on the wrong side of this victory and the wrong side of the championship. Yes, it's a failure."
What he said before those, while he was actually losing, while reporters before and after, he was giving so many different excuses as well. He was giving, he was giving so many different excuses as well. Just like he do at the age of almost 40. He was doing the same thing. So like,
but it's not excuses though. It's like what we're saying about Giannis though, Kaz, is not ain't got nothing to do with whether Giannis was trying to give excuse or nothing. It's man, was it a failure or was it a success of a season? It's a failure of a season if you're the number one seed, the number one team from beginning of the season to the end. You were in the top 3 in the MVP votes, and you lose to a team that barely made the play-in. They were the number 8 seed. They were the number 8 seed. So, yes, that's a failure. And it wouldn't have been wrong for him to say, yes,
everybody will agree with you on that.
I expected more of my team. I expected more of myself. I expected more of us as an organization. And that's not an excuse. That's just calling a spade a spade. He ran away from the question. Because it's like he's trying to be nice and not put nobody on the spot. You don't have to put nobody on the spot to say, nah, I expected more of us. Every year, the way they are and constructed, they are supposed to be in the championship hunt, not losing to an AFC.
The individual on this team that actually
lose his job.
won them a championship got destroyed by Jimmy Butler. Drew Holiday got straight murdered by Jimmy Butler, son. Like, that was murder.
I agree 100% with everything what you guys are saying.
Yeah, Drew Holiday was too small for Jimmy.
But I am not going to agree with it. I think he eloquently, just like you said earlier.
I don't say that he didn't.
The exact same
Let's
question, but I'm curious for you. Do you view this season as a failure?
Now, when he said it, I had to think about it. Oh, you got it? Okay.
Oh my God.
Fuck you, and fuck you. Who's next?
You asked me the same question last year, Eric. Okay. Do you get the promotion every year on your job? No, right? So every year you work is a failure. Yes or no? No.
But see, listen, look.
Every year you work towards something, towards a.
Oh no, yeah, we can't get it. Can't. I wish I could get it good. I wish I could go through. Our fault for the technical difficulties. We got bad weather outside. It is. It's raining and shit. So you know how that shit go.
The exact same question, but I'm curious for you. Do you view this season as a failure?
Oh my God. Okay, because I'm not that. You asked me the same question last year, Eric. Okay.
So that means you failed twice.
Promotion every year. No, right? So every year you work is a failure. Yes or no? No. Every year you work towards something, towards a goal, right? Which is to get a promotion, to be able to take care of your family, to be able, I don't know, provide the house for them or take care of your parents. You work towards a goal. It's not a failure. It's steps to success. You know, and if you've never, I don't want to make it personal. So there's always steps to it. You know.
But what's the? We could cut it. We could cut it because we know what he said after that. It's to me, like I'm saying, like all I'm saying is he answered the question, yes, like a grown man should, but what he said within that was still wrong to me.
Did you want him to call his teammates out?
No.
No. You don't have to do it like that. You could.
Okay, so he did that. He did that. If that's why the whole 2 minutes he did that.
The whole going to the Michael Jordan situation was just weak to me. That shit was weak to me, son.
That's your opinion. I don't think it was weak. He was making a point.
But what point is he making? Listen,
he told you right there.
Hold on. When you go, number one, he's wrong when he say when you go to your job every day, just steps. Dude, you already won a championship. You already been an MVP. You already been Defensive Player of the Year. You already reached the pinnacle. What steps are you at now? You already took all the steps, bro. What steps are you at now?
You're going to keep on being successful.
You're supposed to remain at the top now. You're supposed to remain at the top. You supposed to do the Michael Jordan. You supposed to do the Kobe Bryant. You supposed to be the LeBron James, Tim Duncan, whoever won multiple championships. You are
Kobe
supposed
Bryant
to be that
didn't
next
remain
dude
on
up.
top.
You're supposed to be the next
Kobe
dude up, and
Bryant
you're
or
not
Michael
supposed to
Jordan
lose to a
remain on
fucking 8
top.
seed. Am I correct?
Yeah, AC is bad, but Kobe and Bryant and Michael Jordan didn't remain on top. You guys know that.
What do you mean?
They didn't remain
Wait a
on
minute.
top.
Michael Jordan remained on top. The
No, he
organization
didn't. No, he
did.
didn't. No, y'all can't put it to what you can't move the goalposts with that. He didn't remain on top. Oh my Lord, how? He didn't remain on top.
In that team, they would
Giannis
not
has
have lost.
one
They
ring
would
in
have
his
been a
prime,
million before they
bro.
lost.
Okay, all right. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. If we're gonna talk about rings, okay, you're right. But I'm talking about specifically what you said. Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan did not remain on top.
Why not?
What they won in 03, right? They won the championship. Their last championship was in 03. Then they won again in 08, 2010.
Kobe
And
has
then most of
5
those,
rings, and he has a three-peat.
2009 and 2010, and most of those years they didn't even go to the playoffs. In between that time,
Hold on, wait. We're gonna... So
All right, but
Giannis,
if you had
Giannis
asked
is
Kobe
now.
Bryant that same question, it would have been a failure. It's a failure. When they went to the finals,
yeah, he would have said that.
they lost to Boston.
That's that American.
blown
That's
out.
that's that American
It's a
shit. Yeah, absolutely. It would have been a failure to most Americans, such as myself, as a failure.
So, the fuck?
But
This is
people-
coming to America. I'm very happy to be here. Get the fuck out of here.
We all know. We all know what sports is about, bro. We all know what sports is about.
Yeah, don't twist the narrative. I'm just saying.
There's no narrative to twist.
He can no, because you're about to say he's supposed to say this because most of American players would
Nope.
say that, especially not today. They wouldn't.
I'm
say
not
that.
saying that. I'm
They
not
would
talking
lose
about
their
Americans.
status.
I'm not talking
But-
about American
but-
players or foreign players. I'm talking about a basketball player that lost.
That's
was
exactly
the
what I'm
seed
talking about.
as the MVP. And, when
Wait.
you say it's a season of failure, my G,
Yes.
it was. It was a
Wait, y'all
failure.
are Giants fans, right? Real quick. Y'all are Giants fans, right? Was the season y'all just had a success or a failure?
Successful.
It was a success.
Okay.
But we didn't win a ring.
No one expected y'all to do what y'all did, right?
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
that's a successful season because that's what stepping stones is about. They expected the Milwaukee Bucks to at least beat Miami in the first round. That's a failure.
Mm-hmm.
All them good teams that the 49ers had for the last 4 or 5 years, was that a failure that you didn't win the Super Bowl because you guys were actual Super Bowl
Yes.
contenders
Yes, it was.
since
Yeah.
2008, since 2018 or something like that, 19.
Yes.
So yeah, that's a failure.
We the new
Yes.
age, we the new age
Most-
Buffalo Bills.
I'm going to say that wasn't a failure. I don't think y'all Buffalo Bills at all, because Buffalo Bill was actually going to the Super Bowls, but that's another story. But I wouldn't feel like 49ers was a failure because what people think they were supposed to do. They were supposed to win Super Bowls or what have you with those squads and everything, because they were saying this with Dallas Cowboys for 27 years. And then this stuff like, this things that nature. I don't think because you ain't reached the pinnacle. Like I could say every day I wake up, I'm doing a job that I don't like. I could say that's a failure to me because I'm paying the bills, but I don't like it. So it's a failure to me that I'm unhappy with the job that I'm in. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still paying the bills, so it's some type of success. But again, that's just my opinion. I'm just trying to say that's just my opinion on things. But most people would agree with you guys verbatim because it is a failure. We ain't winning championship and we're the number 1 seed. And I actually agree with that. I'm just talking about his conversation with the reporter.
No,
That's all I'm
and
talking
like both of y'all, alluded to, he did the way he didn't yell at the reporter, he didn't shrug him off, he didn't do none of that. And yes, I understand that part. Like that's cool. But
He
like I
could have
said,
did that.
you can say anything. you could say anything.
Yeah, he
like,
said he was like,
you know what I'm saying, nicely.
Personal.
Right.
Yeah, but it's the context that he used.
Look,
You know what I'm saying? It's the
mad at
words
you,
that he
listen,
used
I'm not
that made it.
I just want him to. And Kaz, like you brought up a great point. Like every year, even though you're expected to win a championship, doesn't mean that you're gonna win it. That shit is hard to do. It's hard to do. So
Yeah,
like being in the but my thing is, if you're slated, if you're one of those championship bound slated teams, you cannot lose in the first round the way that you got manhandled.
I agree.
You just can't do that. That's the part where I'm saying it's like, dude, if you lose, if he would have, say if they would have lost to Boston in the second round or Philly or something like that in the conference finals, now that to me is not a failure. I don't think that's a failure because those are teams that are really good and those are also championship bound teams. But Miami is not. They weren't even. Miami, Atlanta, those teams were not even slated nowhere near the second round. Barely even made the play-in.
You absolutely right. In terms of that, you
That's the
absolutely
only thing I'm saying.
right, man.
That's failure to me. The championship part, shit, I don't call Charles Barkley's career a failure because he never won a championship because at the end of the day, Charles Barkley finished out as one of the top 2 or 3 power forwards ever played the game. That ain't a failure.
Mm-hmm.
And the man motherfucker rich.
A lot of people would say Charles Barkley is a failure, though. You and I know that a lot of people that they probably be biased because they biased to Charles Barkley.
You want to know why Charles Barkley is a failure? Charles Barkley is only a failure. And no, I'm a Charles Barkley fan, dog. Like if you gotta ask me, my personal people who I like, certain people won't make the fucking list, dog. Like your personal people that you like, then my top 5 will be different. It won't even be the GOAT conversation. There's no Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's and none of those people in that conversation, dog. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
I'm saying. So
don't you off subject a little bit?
To me, he's a failure amongst his peers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't sit in the room. You and he's alluded to that. He was which I can't even be here because I don't have one. Like, that's my failure. And you know what I'm saying? Only in his career. And that NBA circle is where Charles Barkley is a failure, but that's only to them, not to us, really. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right. I could be, putting myself through the window with this one. But do you think that now, because we talk about Charles
Barkley also did that too. Charles Barkley also threw somebody through a window.
Yeah.
Let's never forget.
Yeah. But let's talk about it. But do you think Charles Barkley? Oh man, guys in the chat, I'm gonna go through the window with this one. The way Charles Barkley was so physical, and how athletic that he was, and the way he can score at any pace, and how he can defend 1 through 5, I believe, because his quickness, being as though he was a big man, it's and weight wise. Do you believe he was like a phenom, and just think about this a little bit. I know he wasn't as athletic, but he was very athletic. Was it like a LeBron James?
In the beginning, he was.
Because the way he was so fast going down the court, he was phenomenal athlete for his size, and he was 1 through 5. He could guard 1 through 5, just like LeBron and everything. I just wanted that came to my head, the stupid part of my brain, but I just wanted to, talk about that part. What do you guys
think? There's one power forward to me that was ever better than Charles Barkley. It's Tim Duncan.
Who is that?
It's Tim Duncan.
Yeah, that's.
Oh yeah,
I'm not.
oh, without a doubt.
I don't give up Charles Barkley besides Tim. That's it.
I don't put nobody else there.
Yeah, true.
I don't give a fuck about Kevin Garnett. I don't give a fuck about Dirk Nowitzki. I don't give a fuck about none of them. There's nobody that was better than Charles Barkley, bro.
Oh my God. My bro, he's a huge Charles Barkley fan, and he when we was like 17 and whatever, 18, something like that, and he was like, yo, and he brought up these situations, the whole shit, like how Charles Barkley can defend and this and that and third. And yeah, he's the best. I agree with you. He'd be my second power forward of all time. Than Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan's Tim Duncan's in my top 5, you know. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Charles Barkley was the man, like for real. I don't
Speaking
know.
of Charles Barkley. Speaking of Charles Barkley.
Yeah.
Speaking of Jimmy Butler. You know what I'm about to do, right? You know what I'm about to do?
Oh.
So, love, hate, or date. The better playoff performances. Charles Barkley's 56. Think he had 20 rebounds. The Phoenix Suns in losing the finals of the playoffs. I forgot what point it was. I think it was the finals against Chicago.
Nah, that was first round against Golden State.
Okay.
Chris Webber dunked on
Utah?
the regular season.
Yep. No. Charles Barkley against Golden State. He got it correct. I did not. Jamal Murray in the bubble with his 57. But Jimmy Butler's 56 against the Bucks. Love, hate, or date those playoff performances, because those have been some of the greatest. I didn't want to put Mike's up there to 63 because you want to know what happened? Mike lost that series. Got swept, actually.
Right.
So, even though that was a great individual performance, I'm gonna put these up there with the winners. And I don't remember. I don't remember Jamal Murray. Did they beat Donovan Mitchell that year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
In the
did.
bubble. Yeah.
Yep.
They lost that next round.
Okay. Yep. So
Yeah.
I was correct. So
They looked
Charles
scary
Barkley,
in the bubble.
Charles
The
Barkley,
Denver-
Jamal Murray, or Jimmy Butler? Who wants to take that one first?
I'll take it first because I'm the least basketball guy, supposedly. But anyway, motherfuckers. Well, anyway, you talking about individually? You talking about individually, individual game or
Yeah. These are the game.
Oh, okay. Oh man, I could barely remember the Charles Barkley one, but when I look at the highlights of his playoff games, the way how ferocious he was, and how scary he was, and how he told his team to put it in my hands, even when he was with Phoenix, when they had a lot of ballers on that team, I'm gonna have to love him. Like that was a crucial point in the NBA as kids. We was growing up. We'd see these games, and we can't wait to go to the courts. Even as a football, I was a basketball kid in those.
Was that
days.
92, right? That was 92.
Yeah, 92. That was
was
early 90s, 92, 93.
Yeah.
That was 90. That was 93, 94.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So I'm gonna have to love that shit. And then which game are we referring to with what's his
Jamal
name?
Murray?
Jimmy Butler.
Oh, Jimmy Butler, this last one the other day.
Oh my
56
God.
Bucks.
I'm gonna say that is like when you talk about an individual game, this motherfucker, he remind me of old school Jimmy the old school players, Jimmy Butler. He just remind when they were celebrating in the locker room, that motherfucker was sipping water like we supposed to win. He's a close date because I can love that as well, comparable. And I don't want to just hate homeboy because he had a hell of he had a hell of a bubble.
Yeah.
Not like for real. Denver looked at real scary in the bubble. You know what I'm saying? But that was a phenomenal
It
series.
looked scary last night too.
Yeah.
Even though they're not.
Oh wait, did they win?
Yeah, they won convincingly. But
I didn't even get to see the game. I was trying to find it this whole time this morning, and I couldn't. I was on doing other things and shit. Well, anyway, yeah. So I'm gonna have to hate him. But yeah, I'm gonna have to hate him.
All right, Ant, who you got?
Now this one is tough because that Phoenix game, that was one of the funniest games I've ever seen in my life. And I'm not even going into love, hated, or dated yet. That was one of the funniest games I ever. Well, I could go into it because what Jimmy Butler was doing, he was willing his team to victory. He was dead. When I'm telling you, this dude, when he hit the floor, he could barely get up on his own. He could barely catch his breath. Like,
oh my God,
Miami had nothing going, nothing. Jimmy Butler willed that victory on his own. So I'm gonna love that one. I'm a date the Charles Barkley. It's like I was about to say, you know, that was a payback game. Webb dunked on him, talking shit, you know, in a commercial. You know, I'm not a role model, but you mind, all that shit. So Charles Barkley, he came out like, yo, wait a minute. What? Who the fuck do you think you're talking to? And that's the game when Don Nelson was like, we're not doubling you today, Charles. And Charles Barkley's like, what? You ain't doubling me. Oh, shit. Cute chicken. He's like, what? You're not, what? So he went to work. So I date that. And then Jamal Murray, I don't want to hate it.
Yeah, me either.
But this is the reason why I hate it. This is the reason why I hate it. I would have hated it, and I'm going to hate it, is because Jamal Murray did a lot of scoring, but he also gave up, I think, 40 to Donovan Mitchell, too.
50
Donovan
at one
Mitchell,
point.
I think had 40-something in that game.
He had 50 a couple times, too.
Yeah.
In that series.
Right. So that was a mano y mano.
Yep.
To me, you know what I'm saying? I can't. Not to say that it wasn't a great performance. It just was like, okay. I love that he won his individual matchup. So I'm a hate that one.
You had to look at what he was doing too. Like when it comes to Jimmy Butler and Charles Barkley, the motherfuckers was doing even good, even better.
He scored. He ain't play no defense.
Yeah. They was tiring them themselves out. Jimmy Butler and Charles. They was going both ways.
Like I said, I think Charles Barkley had 20 or 20 plus rebounds in that game.
Yeah. Every time down, he was like, yo, give me the ball.
6'4".
He made Chris Webber pay for that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Webber wants to call another time.
And I ain't gonna front when Charles Barkley was saying he's not a role model from a young man that wasn't raised with a lot of men in his life. I was like, nigga, you are a role model.
You know the same shit. Yeah, me with y'all how y'all want to look at me, but I ain't no goddamn. I ain't trying to be nobody fucking role model.
Yeah, no, I get it because he knew
we get more grown men than back then. I was looking like, what you mean, Charles?
Yeah, for real. For real. I swear to God.
When I came down.
Oh my God. Like, what the fuck you talking about, Charles?
That hurted a 12-year-old me. That hurted the 12-year-old me. I was hurt.
That hurted a 12-year-old me.
Oh my God.
Shit.
Come on, Savage. Stop.
I was little trying to go on the post and all that shit like you, Chuck. You ain't no more.
And the whole time. until I was
But
like,
that's another thing. Charles Barkley is the motherfuckers don't understand. Like, yo, Kaz, how tall are you?
6 foot.
6 feet. All right, Steve, you're about 5'10", 6 feet. Bro, Charles Barkley's only 6'4".
Yeah.
And that's what I was about to say. I was about
Yep.
to say that. I was
That
about to
motherfucker
say-
6'4" and was battling with 6'10", 7 foot. Like he belonged down there with the motherfuckers.
Literally, son.
He's
Off the
supposed to be
vert,
a guard.
dunking on cats off the vert, like everything. Like, I'm just down here, I'm gonna grab an offensive rebound and just dunk on you and you 7'1".
I thought he was like
who Jordan
6
is taller than him.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was like 6'7", 6'8" until I was probably about 14, 15.
Because he was
Maybe
6'7",
even
right.
in your eyes.
What you say?
I said in your eyes, he was 6'7",
He was a
6'8".
runner.
No, I'm saying the way he was battling all the
Oh,
big
yeah.
dudes.
That's what I'm saying. That's what he looked like.
Yeah, I was like, and I seen he was listed at 6'4",
Mhm.
probably my junior year. I was like, what the fuck? This whole time I thought he was like taller than Michael or some shit. Like the
Nah,
fuck?
just played that way.
Yeah,
He just played that way.
yeah, absolutely phenomenal athlete.
Yes, yes. It was crazy.
What's the name? Wish he had. He wish he had the fight that the grit that he had. The people that always say Zion is like a Charles Barkley. He wish he had that grit. For real.
Yeah, if he had the motor like Charles Barkley, we'd be talking some different shit right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, these freaking kids, man, when they get that, but I get it. When we get that when you get that money, man, especially today, all millions of dollars, it's like, man, what I'm doing this for again? They're like, it is.
These motherfuckers be cheating the game.
Ben Simmons ass niggas.
Ben Simmons,
For
ass
real,
word.
Ben Simmons just want to date all of the
Simmons.
304s in it. That's all he want to do. He don't want to do nothing about basketball.
Ben
I can't
Simmons
wait till he
supposed
say
to
I
fucking work
retired.
He's supposed to work at Amazon. Where he fucking where he dropped your packages off, but he didn't.
Yeah, that dude. Yeah, that guy. He wanna get all the women instead of play ball. And is Ben Simmons from a different country?
Australia.
Yeah,
He's from Australia.
Yeah. I know they like, nigga, you a failure.
Yeah, right.
See, now that's a failure.
Oh, you want to know why?
Is
Because
he-
nobody ever
He got
revealed to
hundreds of
y'all.
millions of dollars.
Nobody ever revealed to y'all
Is he
his true passion. Nobody ever told y'all about his true passion. Y'all didn't read that yet. Y'all didn't read that he fights kangaroos.
I can believe it.
That's how him and his family make their money. That's how they was raised. They fight kangaroos.
I can see that.
Because of what?
Huh?
Because he what?
He fights kangaroos. That's a true passion. He's going back to doing that.
Is that why he got trauma?
Yeah.
So
When he was little, they was beating the shit out of him.
Ben
Putting him in his
Simmons is a
pouch and
success.
running away.
Oh God.
He almost got stolen a couple times.
Off the hook. I can see that.
Nah, but
we just talked about this. You know who fought Ben Simmons is like this, right? Every time there's one player who calls out these players and then they ain't shit no more. Jimmy Butler, he called out he called out Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons ain't shit. Since they've been called out by Jimmy Butler. If Jimmy call your ass out, you're automatically a bum.
Yep, and like I've said on this show. But you still going? Oh, I've said on this show countless times. Jimmy Butler's like, no, maybe not countless times, but a couple times. if you watch Jimmy Butler from Chicago till now, you will see his progress and what work
Oh my God.
does for you. If you watched Giannis, you will see what work does for you in the gym. If you watch Lou Dort, you will see what work in the gym does for you. If you watch Marcus Smart, even though he's dropped 20 at Oklahoma State as a college guy, you will see the progress. If you see what happened to Marcus Fultz and he kept working on his game in Orlando, you see what progress is.
Shit,
Like,
Austin Reeves.
Austin Reeves, exactly.
Austin
Like,
Reeves, Desmond Bain. Like these players. So go ahead with your point though.
no, just like you see, like Ben Simmons is not a product of that. He's not a product of hard work. He's not a product of wanting to be the best he can be. Like he's just literally out here stealing money. You know what I mean? And he should be fined for stealing money. Like he's literally not playing. You know what I'm saying? Like you put in the work, my guy, for something that you getting paid millions of dollars for. I gotta go to work on some bullshit and I don't get paid millions of dollars. And now I gotta bust my ass all day, 40, 50 hours a week for what? For chump change. For some shit they spend on a t-shirt.
Fuck
But
yeah.
I gotta learn a million things, but you can't work on a shot. I'll give you training. Shoot, my nigga.
To play a game, bro. To play a game. Not
Play a
fucking
game.
wake up and live your normal life, bro. Just play a fucking game. You're not punching a fucking clock.
Yep.
To play a game. Yo, there's nothing. Yo, we used to work on our shot just so we could be good when we go play on Saturday morning.
Exactly.
Like,
I used to
you
do that
mean to
shit
tell
like
me
it was.
for millions of dollars. For millions of dollars, you don't want to just work on a shot that you're gonna need so you can continue to make hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yep.
And then you're gonna say that there's something mentally wrong with you. Nah,
and let's look
I don't
at
wanna hear that shit.
let's look at when we was growing up and how, like, when we go to the basketball court, we're playing so rough and tough, even as 9, 10-year-olds and 11-year-olds, and we go back and forth. It could be a fight. We keep on going back and
It
forth
could be
to
a
that
fight.
court. And we keep on going back and forth. It's gonna make us better. And we're gonna keep on getting better until we can play against the bigger kids and stuff like that. I can remember that. I remember my grandmother say, "Boy, you always got a damn ball in your hand." Like, boy, this and that and third. And it was not just me. It was so many different other kids around me doing the same damn thing. And what we lost to that is technology, guys. We lost and the AAUs. Because again, I talk about the AAUs all the time.
Yo,
you know what I'm saying?
Fuck AAU, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it took the kids out the street, dog. It took the kids, it took them from loving the game, my G. Like this. Dude, I used to like y'all obviously know y'all. I used to have air casts in the back of my trunk with sneakers and basketballs.
Yeah.
Because if you sprain your ankle, you put the air cast on, bitch, and keep playing.
Keep playing.
Mm-hmm.
And
I had a left and a right, and then another right just in case. Like
right,
dude. I went back and forth to the hospital, and we was able spraying my shit. Oh, give me an air cast. I'm good. We out.
Yeah.
Like, dude, we used to play, son, like with no fear. We didn't give a fuck. We was doing this shit for free.
Yeah. And this is what messing it up. Like a lot of these guys that's our age are helping, and they've been helping for the last 20-something years of fucking up our game. You know, not all of them, but it's a lot of us. We got to blame ourselves for that. It's been happening for about 15, 20 years now. And again, I see a kid that again, like I said, y'all gonna be playing ball. Nah, coach, y'all gonna be. This is a nice day outside. Y'all gonna be playing ball. Nah, coach, you're supposed to be going to Virginia to play basketball or AAU. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's good that you getting out the streets, whatever. But the basketball court is not the streets. Basketball court is a sanctuary. You know, even in football fields, sanctuary. And these kids, and then these coaches, it's like you're a dollar sign. They're not teaching these kids the fundamental of basketball. They're not teaching these kids how plays. I go any AAU team, place I go, either refereeing or just being a spectator. I see this, guys. That's all I see. Three-pointer, running up and down, this and that, the third. They want to do this, head tap, all this other. It's like, and it's going to get worse.
Speaking of that, and your hand movements that you just did, yo, can we start finding players in the NBA for doing this shit every other play? Could we start finding players for doing this shit every other play, son?
The review shit?
Yeah, can we start finding players for that? Because my G, you only get one. You only get one. You want somebody to review some shit in the first quarter?
Right.
Because you might need that in the fourth.
And as a referee, I would look at that
in the first quarter.
Yeah.
As a referee, I would look at that and say, "Shut up. Let's keep playing." You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you, I would limit them shits.
I would only limit them shits to the last 2 minutes of the half and the last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter. That's it.
Yeah, yep. That's what it should be.
If it's the crucial parts of the game, momentum going into the half and the close out of a game, all that reviewing shit in the first quarter, get the fuck out of here. Nobody got time for that shit. Patrick Beverly started that shit.
and even in football, they do shit like that.
Every time it's a whistle blown, you want to review it. He be on the fucking bench and shit. Get the fuck out of here.
He's going to the referee, yelling at him and say, "Yo, we got to review this." Going to the coach like he the damn coach. Yo, like he literally physically going to his coaches and put him by the shoulders. Review that, and it's like, nigga.
So I hate it. I hate that they did that, son. I'm not gonna lie. I hate that they put that shit in there because like now every play, every time they think they didn't foul somebody, review it. Bitch, play the game. Play the fucking game, yo.
And now 10 minutes extra. I had 10 minutes onto the game for them to review the shit.
Yep.
Like, I understand the refs need help because they've been doing some fucked up shit. But listen, that's what they get paid for. Fuck it.
Yeah.
To do some
Let
fucked
them
up
make
shit.
their mistake. You make your turnovers. Stop blaming the ref and stop blaming the ref.
You keep on blaming the ref, you're gonna have robots being referees in another 5-10 years. You have more.
Like, yo, they point out referees, but just they'll say, "Oh, the referee lost us the game." Oh, so you ain't go 3 for 19 at the free throw line? Put you on the line. You ain't go 3 for 19? Fuck you talking about?
Yo, the Toronto game against the Chicago Bulls.
Right. Like, yo, that's not the ref fault. A ref, yeah, they botch, maybe even 3 or 4. But those are not dictators of the game. The dictators are what you do. The dictation is what you do. Miss layups, coming down on a fucking 3-on-1 break, pulling up for 3, and you a fucking 26% free 3-point shooter. You did that.
Exactly. You fucking did that. But you can't. The accountability is nuts. It's no accountability is what I'm saying. And again, man, we got.
That's the fault of AAU. That's the fault of AAU. The streets build your motor. If you're not on the street, you ain't got it.
Absolutely. My son is 4 years old. God willing, he's going to be an athlete. But let's just say he's going to be a good athlete. Man, it is hard to find a real coach, especially where we live at. It's like, it's super hard. These guys really think they got it. And I wouldn't allow my son to be coached by a lot of these guys because what they look at is talent. Nobody don't want to develop nobody no more. Like, it's developed. This is the development thing. because you're developing these players, even the guys that can play, they athletes. You still got to develop them too.
I said the same shit. That's what in the NBA, like my guy, like I said, you looking at certain people, like we talked about Laurie Markkinen, like blah, 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 blah. We talk about De'Aaron Fox, Malik Monk. We talk about Jimmy Butler, Giannis. We talk about all these people, right?
Yeah.
And look at how far they've come because they worked on their game. They developed their game. They had people, Tom Thibodeau, that cared. You know what I'm saying? About players. Look at Obi Toppin, son. Like right now, he's hitting threes. He's doing all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And he's about to get his chance tonight. Develop players, dog. Like Joakim Noah, fucking Taj Gibson. Look at how he developed those guys. Look at how Phil Jackson was able to realize his players in that triangle and what he had. That's why he only coached fucking who he coached. You know what I'm saying? He knew the fucking system.
Well,
Pat Riley.
Joakim Noah comes from my camp. I benched Joakim Noah as a high school kid in a playground tournament.
Joakim Noah
he was 6'7". He was 6'6", 6'7", getting bullied by dudes 5'10", 5'11". I was like, yo, man, nah. Come sit over here.
But that happens. But that happens. So you know who else that used to happen to? Rest in peace. That used to happen to our guy Rob Sanders from out here. Like he was tall and lanky and small, and you know they used to they pushed him around. But when that motherfucker got into his shit, because you know he always had the talent. But when he got that little size on him and he grew a little, game over. Game the fuck over, son. You know what I mean? Like you have to go through that. But that came on the playground from the older cats. That's how we got nice. The older cats bullied us. We was too small. We got on the court with them. You get pushed on the floor, my G. Fuck out of here, little nigga. You know what I mean? Until we was mentally
strong
enough, we didn't give up.
For money?
Huh? Oh, yeah, when we played them dudes for money, son?
Yo, your pops had us playing against them grown. We 15 playing against these grown-ass
men.
Jail, raised ass fucking
prison basketball.
Hey, Savage. Hey, Savage. It's your boy, too. It's your boy, Savage. It's your boy who we was playing against that beat the shit out of us.
That prison basketball. God.
Yep. They beat the fuck out of us, yo, for money. They was like, we don't give a fuck.
That's what made you...
Nigga, I started crying. I was about to hit these niggas with a rock. Like... I was like, fuck them, yo.
Yo, I swear to God, I could see Steve doing shit like that.
Yo, I was excited.
I could see your ass doing that.
I was excited, son.
I'm gonna tell you what else that motherfucker had us doing, but I'll just talk about that. Yeah, you nigga.
Huh?
What happened?
What happened?
So we ain't gonna talk about some of the other stuff he used to do when he get mad.
Oh. Hey, that's that German in him. That's that fucking German in him.
Shit is.
Yeah.
They used to look at it like it was like, wait a minute, it's this nigga. I'm just not gonna let him go by. It was him.
Yo.
Y'all know that as soon as this nigga get mad, all right. Here we go.
Yep. That's that German in him.
But yeah, man, that's but we was built like that, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying?
He come from New York with that New York shit. Like, it ain't me. All right.
Hey, and you know what's crazy? What they really don't, what I don't see, and I'm on the sports world when it comes to the high school level, a lot. A basketball coach can see a kid supposed to be, like, let's just say, oh my God, you're really fast, you're phenomenal, but I really believe that you probably could play, let's say, football. You look like a baseball player. They would say stuff like that, and they would give you confidence to play another sport. I shit you not. A lot of these guys, man, like, because when I started really coming to my own, I was like in 7th, 8th grade, and I was saying to myself, I'm not going to be that tall. you know, but I'm still play ball. And I was saying like this guy was saying, yo, you could be a phenomenal football player. And I've been playing football since I was 8-9 years old. And he was like, nah, you need to play football. You good in basketball, you good defender, you have the speed, the agility, you should do that. These guys don't say stuff like that. When I see a football guy that's playing that's played football, and I see that he can do a lot of dominant things, it looks like he can do a lot of dominant things on the basketball court, I would tell him in a minute, I would tell a kid in a minute, you should look into playing basketball too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because again, I'm an old school guy. I believe kids should be playing 3 to 4 sports, especially, you know, to keep yourself out of trouble. You know, but they don't do that no more. It's like these people want to like, no, I got him. He could be off my bench.
You here to play basketball? You here to play basketball, and that's it. Now they be like, yeah, if I brought you here to play basketball, that's what you're doing, and that's it.
That's it. And
they do it. Like, I don't care if you showing phenomenal foot speed and your hand and you got good hands. When we throw you passes, you might make a good receiver, but they're not gonna call that out.
Yep. They're not gonna call. And I see a lot of these kids coming they senior year when they're not getting a lot of playing time on the basketball court. And then all of a sudden they have a fucking really good season at playing football, but no scouts is really looking at them because they just came into playing football. So it's like now they got to go to prep school because everybody been telling them they do this and do that just to have them on a bench. Oh, you'll be a good bench player. So keep on working on your game all year long, playing basketball. And that's mind blowing to me. Say it again.
No. I'm sorry.
No, that no doubt. That's super mind blowing to me how people can do that to a kid. Like again, it's been a bunch of times I tell a kid you're a good receiver, but I can tell you can play ball. I like your Ice-T too.
Ice-T.
Yeah, I can tell you can play ball and everything. But this is you build up confidence in these kids, man. But it don't look like it's gonna get any better because now we run by money. We run by money.
Yeah, the NFLs and all of that type of stuff, man.
Yeah, it's not gonna get any better.
Right. Like look at people like PPA's 5th best wide receiver, Metcalf. Yo, don't bring him back on here no more.
Metcalf is phenomenal. Metcalf, if he get the right quarterback, even though what's the name is good, but if he get the quarterback, if he get like let's say a Josh Allen, Metcalf can break a lot of records.
So speaking of Josh Allen and so sorry to cut you off, but speaking of Josh Allen, dude, I've heard reports of him and Stephon Diggs not getting along in camp. I mean, and on their team.
Yeah.
I don't know how true that is. I don't know if anybody else heard that, but I seen a couple little things talking about they don't.
Let me say something.
Teachers the cream here.
And I was thinking about this the other day. Hey, Giants, let's trade. What's his name? Barkley, and let's get my boy. Let's get Diggs. Let's go get him. Right now. Let's go get him.
I'll take that. I'll take that in a heartbeat.
Let's go get him. I love you, Barkley, but let's go get him.
I know y'all would. You see the bullshit in y'all life?
And then you know what else is crazy?
Stop it.
Is we're worried about him, but Zeke Elliott hasn't been signed. Kareem Hunt hasn't been signed.
Right. Oh, yeah.
You got people out here. Derrick Henry still could be on the trade block. Like if you give him the right offer, why not? If you need a wide receiver, a number one wide receiver, why not Stephon Diggs for Saquon Barkley? Because they need a running back.
Yeah.
And D-Hop is now out there.
Let me just make a quick comment, but based on the question that you asked, right?
Yeah.
You know I hate that shit. You know I hate that shit in the sports world. I hate it. I fucking hate it. These two people don't get along. So listen, I don't have to like you to know how to win with you on my team.
True.
We do not have to break bread. I don't have to be your kid's godfather. I don't do none of that shit.
So here's what I gotta
do is know that when we're on the same team, we can win. We know how to win.
Yep.
Is it a formula to win? That's it.
That's true.
So I agree with y'all or your statement in a certain aspect. So I agree with it as far as saying yes, if we know how to play together, we can win. Yes, that is true.
Mm-hmm.
But now you already know the quarterback control everything. Dude, if I got a problem with you, you might not be seeing the targets. And we know what that brings when you need bonuses and incentives. You need 1,000 yards.
You might miss your incentives.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And all types of other shit could come into play.
That was like Terrell Owens and Tony Romo when he was talking that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, he was complaining that he just keep on throwing it to Whitman all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And the other guy, I forgot his name. He was a beast too. 84 on Dallas Cowboys.
That was Cool J and Jamie Foxx.
Yo, word. This is what I'm saying.
And they made a classic together.
Word.
They made a classic.
And that's what it be. You know what I'm saying? So
that's crazy.
A classic movie together.
But you don't ever want to be on bad terms with your quarterback in football. You feel what I'm saying? You could get double teamed in basketball and then you got to pass you the ball, son. I'm open. Like, but in football, you don't want to be on bad terms with your quarterback. Offensive linemen not on good terms with their quarterback. Come on, son. We've seen it plenty of times.
You need three more catches and 200 yards. 3 more catches and 60 yards to get that bonus. He'd be like, no, I missed you. I'll catch you on the next one.
Yep.
Don't worry about it.
Yep.
I'll see you on the next one.
Look at crazy shit what happened to Justin Jefferson, how he got shut down. Whether it was his fault or not, he needed to get 2,000 yards last season. 2,000 yards receiving, he didn't get it. He fell short. He was with the clamps on that kid. You know what I'm saying? But now my quarterback can't get me the ball. For whatever reason. But you have to have good chemistry. Jamar Chase to Cincinnati with Joe Burrows, to me, was genius. Even though they was like, yo, get an offensive lineman. Look at how that chemistry worked out.
Yep.
How the chemistry works out. You know what was the most underrated chemistry? Because nobody talks about it?
Who was that?
Saquon Barkley and Odell Beckham.
Yeah, because I think Saquon had like 91 catches, and Odell Beckham that same hot.
Odell was throwing Saquon Barkley touchdowns. Like in game, son.
True.
Come on, dog. Like, yo, that wide receiver running back tandem was crazy, dog. Crazy.
2018 season, absolutely.
That shit was crazy.
And that was a I think because of all the injuries we had. But anyway, yeah, you're absolutely right. Absolutely right. That's it.
They won't talk about that though.
But Odell, he's supposed to get 35 touchdowns this year.
He's not getting. He's getting 5 touchdowns this year. They're gonna be good ones though. I think. Listen, if Odell's healthy, I guarantee you he get anywhere between 850 and 900 and 1,000 yards.
Yeah.
A healthy
Odell. You think he's gonna make Lamar Jackson a better quarterback?
He will. I tell you, you want to know why? Because Odell, a healthy Odell, could catch a 5-yard slant and take it to the house.
I don't know about it now. Maybe
that's why I said healthy. I said a healthy.
Yeah.
Healthy. Unhealthy.
A healthy 26-year-old Odell.
Yeah. But we're gonna see. We'll see.
We'll see.
He had he had the extra surgery. Which they said they found the problem because they didn't find the problem last time. And in the Rams game, he was still playing on a fucked up knee. That's why that shit happened. They never found the real problem.
Well, I could tell the problem that they found. It was the beta male knee.
Yo, shut up. Here you go with your shit.
It was
You can't help it, y'all.
knee.
You can't help it.
Knee.
If you ever see Unapologetic go live, get ready for the shit. He can't help himself.
Yeah, I can't.
Unapologetic, because I heard you wasn't too happy about the Jackson deal, man.
With Jacksonville.
I heard you wasn't too happy about the Lamar Jackson deal.
Oh, here we go. Who the hell?
I wanted you to talk about it. I wanted you to talk about it because me and Steve talked about it, and then he said you weren't too impressed with it. So I just wanted to hear your thoughts on it.
Tell them niggas why you mad, son. Tell them niggas why you mad, son. Tell them why you mad, son. Word up. Tell them why you mad, son.
I don't know about that mad stuff. Hey, I was impressed of it, but because they had to do it like at the beginning of the live that we're doing. I said they had to do it. The woke narrative had to pay that man the way he wanted it. You know what I'm saying? So he still ain't paid more than Deshaun gonna take that pussy Watson.
No, he's the highest paid now. He's the highest paid now.
No, he's the highest paid.
Yeah, but not guaranteed.
He's
Not guaranteed.
Not guaranteed. What's that? Got
Deshaun
that
Watson
whole
got the only
240.
guarantee.
And with what's his name? The midget quarterback, Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray going to make more money as well.
So being that we do what we do. Qasim Lamar, Unapologetic Manhood.
Looks like another full name.
Oh, my bad.
Damn.
But on Fourth Quarter Sports, this is what this is who you're known as. So look like another team is about to make a big mistake. Raven Lamar Jackson agreed to extension. You posted highest paid player in the NFL, 185 guaranteed. Good luck, Raven fans. This is from your fingers to Fourth Quarter Sports page.
Absolutely.
So
absolutely.
It seems like you didn't like the deal.
Because it's not going to work out for him in the next. Because if you think he's going to be there for 5 years, if we're talking on, what's the word I'm looking for? We're talking like right now. If you guys think he's going to last 5 years from that deal,
I'm gonna tell you why.
I don't think he's going to last 5 years.
I'm gonna tell you why he's going to last 5 years. I'm gonna tell you why.
I don't think Yeah, tell me, please.
They switched offensive coordinators.
Okay.
Well, this offensive coordinator.
I know.
Is more of a quarterback coach. Likes to play from the pocket. That other dude was just going on Harbaugh and the organization and using Lamar Jackson in the wrong way. Like I've always said, he was their running back. You can't use Lamar Jackson like you used him in college. You're finna kill him. You have to make him prove that he's Dak Prescott. You have to make him prove that. He's either going to prove you right or prove you wrong from the quarterback position. But you have to make him play quarterback. And this new offensive coordinator is going to put him in that position. And with with Mark Andrews and Odell Beckham, if he stays healthy, and a couple of other people that they put around him and still have time to put around him, they're going to make him prove being a quarterback.
Yeah, and we're going to have to see. We're going to have to see because right now I don't think he's going to last. He's going to keep on getting injured because he's still going to try to be the dynamic athlete that he is. He's going to still.
But in certain situations, he can be. You know what I'm saying? But you're talking about an Aaron Rodgers who's on what, year 15, 16?
Yeah.
You're talking about Tom Brady who's played 20-something years.
Right.
You're talking about Peyton Manning who played after a neck injury and got a Super Bowl. These guys are here, dog. You feel what I'm saying? They played. You talk about Eli Manning, who played consecutive years straight, 12 to 15 years, whatever it was.
Right.
So if you put him in the right spot, in the right situation, he will last. Stop making him run. He's not a fucking running back. He's not a punt returner. He's not a kick returner.
Well,
Leave his legs alone until he has to use them. Because Steve Young had great legs. Steve McNair had great legs. Donovan McNabb, Randall Cunningham. Let's go through all the great athletes. Michael Vick, whatever. But Michael Vick could throw the ball 70, 80 yards like nobody.
Yeah.
Shit,
Absolutely.
Joe
You know
Montana.
what I'm saying? No, you're
Martha
talking about
Joe-
great legs.
Steve-
We're talking about
Steve-
athletic. You're talking about athletic.
Yeah, the athletic.
We're talking about athletic
You just
people.
Yeah, talk about Steve Young.
Yeah,
Steve
John
Young.
Elway.
Steve
John
Young. John Elway. Yeah.
Steve Young.
Both of them.
You
But-
talk, hey, go back to Doug Williams. Doug Williams was another one who can use his legs. So your quarterback's supposed to be able to use his legs when he has to.
He's a different.
Yeah,
He-
if he
when it
needs
comes
to,
to his
like
legs.
he's supposed to have him be able to use him if he needs to escape.
Yeah, exactly.
Not drawing
Aaron
up
Rodgers.
plays for him to run 15, 20 yards.
Yeah.
No, he's not supposed to be
I-
using him as part of the scheme.
I don't need you RPO and you pick your college, Louisville, I'm gonna run the ball. Because his mentality is I see the hole, I'm out because I
Yep.
can. But you are now putting your
Right.
star quarterback, your starting quarterback in a bad situation because he's now becomes a running back and they can hit him however they feel. And that's the problem. That's why we're not going to last long. But keep him back there like you keep Tom Brady. Like Daniel Jones is a product of that. That's why they got to get him weapons. Because he became a running back as well.
Yeah. A phenomenal running back at that.
Exactly. 700 something yards. 700 something yards.
Yeah. No. But we'll see. We will absolutely see how this ends up. You know, but again, guys, he's going to always be a winning quarterback. You know, but again, we will see. You know, if he can last because
it's raining.
Yeah,
it's raining because not only is it a heartbeat, it's
What you said?
I hear the wipers in the background. Boom, boom, it's raining.
Oh, here you go.
Yeah.
They heard you, baby. They heard you.
Word.
So it's about to be 1 o'clock. So who do you guys have? Who do you guys got winning this series between New York and the Miami Heat?
Ooh. Yo, I really believe New York gonna do something. They're gonna
The
win.
Knicks. I got the Knicks in 6.
Yeah,
Ooh,
I got
Knicks in
the
6.
because I think what's the name is like he's
Nigga
on
got bars
his,
out here.
he's on his last leg.
The Knicks in
So-
6.
I got the Knicks.
That's a t-shirt. That's a t-shirt.
I got the Knicks.
Yeah. I got the
Hey.
Knicks in 6.
I'm gonna jump
Um,
out the window again. I got the Knicks.
Jump
got
jump out, please do
I'm
it.
about to. I got and I'm not a Knicks fan at all, guys. I want to make that clear. I got the Knicks in the sweep.
Oh my
Ooh.
I got them in the
Ooh.
sweep, bruh. Hey, you heard it first. Knicks in the sweep.
Hey,
You heard it first. You heard it first.
12:59 p.m. April 30th.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Knicks in the
Knicks in the
sweep.
sweep?
Maybe it's an alcohol beverage.
Maybe it's the iced tea.
Yeah. Maybe it's just my brown water.
Well, you can see from
4C. That's 4C Lipton. That's Lipton iced tea.
That's Lipton iced tea
I'm
with some little sugar
listen,
in it.
if that's how you feel, man, hey, I'm not
I
gonna say
just-
it can't
I
be
just-
done.
I just like
That's
how
a
the
stretch.
Knicks offensively is they just look hungry. I know what's the name is doing his thing, but it looked like what was it? Fucking what's the team that they just played? Milwaukee.
Cleveland.
Looked like they was fucking lost. Looked like they really didn't want to be there.
Yo, you know where I think this matchup is won? You know where I think this matchup is won between Miami and the Knicks? I think this matchup is one between Bam Adebayo and Mitchell Robinson.
Mm-hmm.
Mitchell Robinson. That's a good assessment.
And how did Bam look in the last series?
He was
Like
here and there.
shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's here and there.
But you know,
but-
you know what's real about it though? Not even calling this series, the Knicks, and even in the history when they had Ewing, them motherfuckers don't sweep nobody.
True.
They always wind up giving up a game or two.
But the offensive, they got a
They
lot
never
of
sweep. That's not a sweeping franchise.
they got a lot of good offensive guys though.
The hell you?
They got a lot of guys that can score on the Knicks.
And bunches a little bit. And bunches a little bit.
I mean,
Jalen Brunson
they're
is
not like Golden State or anybody like that.
Yeah.
But
Jalen
Brunson.
In this series, Josh Hart is going to be important in this series.
Very important. Very
Him and
important as
Quickly,
well.
they are
Look,
very important.
Yeah.
Obi Toppin,
Yep.
very important in this series.
Do you see this?
What's that?
Giants about to sign this. He's 6'4" and run a 4.3 flat out of West Virginia.
Yeah, Chuck Holmes.
They're about to sign him.
Oh shit! I gotta get in on that.
Breaking news.
That's on the Giants app, right?
Yeah. I can send it to you. I'm gonna send it to you now so you get it.
I got it.
Oh, okay. Hey, go ahead, boy. I forgot you the man with all the sports.
Don't disrespect my shit around here.
I got it. God damn it.
I just don't get. So it's certain things I get notifications for, and certain things that I leave. I have to go look at.
Yeah, I can't fucking get notifications. Boy, I don't want
notifications for every goddamn thing.
I gotta look at shit.
I didn't get a notification because
He's
I didn't get a
6'4",
notification because I'm not a Giants fan, so I don't get Giants updates.
Yeah, I'm just looking at it and everything.
No, I don't just click every team and be like, yo, I get Michigan updates. Yo, every time a Michigan player got drafted yesterday, that shit was hitting my phone. This person. Fuck my life.
Hey, I don't even know. I know Florida State get people drafted, but I don't know if somebody picked them. I got to get my Florida State app going. Football.
I used to love Florida State.
Yeah, man, I wanted to go to Florida State. I did everything I possibly could to go to Florida State, man. I said
Charlie Ward.
Oh,
was fucking nasty, son.
Yeah, he could have played football, but he was like demanding. I think we talked about this stuff. He was demanding shit, and then all the owners at that time said, "Nigga, please." And he
they were saying he was too small.
Yeah,
too small.
But they were still going to draft him because he was freaking dominant in college. He was 6'1", but at that time everybody wanted a 6'4", 6'5" pocket passer. So yeah, you're right. But Steve Young was what, 6'2"?
Who was the better guard? Childs or what's the name?
Oh, Charlie Ward.
Charlie Ward. Who was the better guard for the Knicks?
I'm gonna say
they play different styles.
Yeah, they completely different.
They play different styles.
No, it was like the same. They were good defenders.
But I was always more comfortable. I was always more comfortable with Charlie Ward for some reason.
Yeah.
I was always more like Chris Childs. I like because he could break down defenses. He had a better handle, but Charlie Ward shot better. He defended better. And he was a pest. You got more out of Charlie Ward than you would out of Chris Childs. Chris Childs also turned the ball over a lot. And having him and John Starks in the backcourt, that's a ticket time bomb waiting to happen to them two.
Word.
Anthony Mason, like, I don't know, that motherfucker as a kid.
Oh, no. Another one. Here you go. Anthony Mason or Charles Oakley. They fucking
like monsters. I always do it because I was going for Chicago in those days,
Yeah.
just like any other kid.
But
And-
who would you
and-
rather have? Anthony Mason or Charles Oakley?
Anthony Mason. Anthony Mason, without a doubt for me.
Oh, Mason.
Yeah,
Mason,
without a
not
doubt.
even close.
Yeah, without a doubt for me.
Oakley was a
Because
bum.
Anthony Mason gets
Sunset
yeah,
Oakley's a bum.
he Charles Oakley was a
Shitting on
was
my
just an
Charles Oakley,
enforcer.
man.
he was just he was an enforcer. He was just
He was,
it was
he
like
was an enforcer.
yeah, thank God that God gave him the natural ability to be 6'9". He, I think he made it into the league because he's 6'9", and he made it in the era where they needed enforcers.
So ho. So we disrespecting Charles Oakley right now?
Yes.
So
No.
So are we calling Charles Oakley Kendrick Perkins?
Yeah.
You can ask it again,
Come to think of it,
and whatever tone you like.
and
You could
but
put
nobody
six
wasn't
question
scared of
marks
Kendrick
there.
Perkins. Nobody wasn't scared of Kendrick Perkins. He just looked mean.
Nobody
But he was a
was
little
scared of
punk.
Oakley either.
No, I disagree with that.
Nah, nobody was scared of Oakley. We played in a different era where they knew that Oakley could slap him.
Yeah, that's what I'm
And
saying.
then by the time he slapped you, everybody else will come in between. So y'all not gonna really fight.
He was a bodyguard, Oakley.
So you know what?
He was a bodyguard in NBA.
Being that I like the energy. Y'all gave me an idea. Y'all gave me an idea for next week, but you know what? I'm gonna do it now off the top. I was gonna save it. I just came into my head. So I'm gonna love hate a date with these three guys right here. Being that y'all said that the enforcers and all this bullshit, but I'm gonna give y'all three other mean motherfuckers, but one is included. I'm gonna give you Anthony Mason. I'm gonna give you Zach Randolph and David West. Love hate a date those guys.
That's going to be super easy for myself.
As far as players or enforcers?
Enforcers.
Player/enforcer because they was both. They was both.
Oh. So now it's different for me. I'm going to put Zach Randolph as I'm gonna love him without a doubt as a player and an enforcer. That motherfucker was good either way. Like Zach Randolph can play in this era. Maybe you guys will disagree or agree. Do you agree that or disagree that he can play in this era?
I don't disagree.
No, I'm not going to disagree.
Yeah,
I'm not going to.
He has slow feet. He has slow feet.
But I don't think you could go wrong.
He was a more polished.
Go wrong.
He was more polished. What's the Draymond Green? Way more polished Draymond Green when it comes to he can pass the ball and he can give you 30 points. Draymond Green can pass the ball and give you 7 points. You know what I'm saying? and David West is
the king of the triple singles.
For real. And what's his name? West. Oh my God. I'm gonna like him because that boy can score too. And I believe he was kind of slow for this era, but he can score with this era right now. And Anthony Mason, nah. In my opinion, it's not comparable to them two. Yeah.
All right. Go ahead, Ant. Go ahead, Ant.
Come on, man. Get the basketball.
That's a pretty bold statement. Because I'm going to love Mace. I'm going to love Mace. Mason could score. Mason could defend. Mason was an enforcer. And Anthony Mason was, honestly, if you look at it, he was one of the power forwards that could actually handle. He could handle the basketball. Anthony Mason could bring the ball up court and make a good pass. Only bad pass Anthony Mason did was when he tried to throw it to Greg Anthony from the inbounds. He wound up throwing it to Reggie Miller. Reggie Miller pushed off, by the way. But Anthony Mason was an all-star. I like him now. Not saying that I like Randolph any less, because Zach Randolph was my guy. Zach Randolph was, honestly, truth be told, Zach Randolph made Memphis Grizzly basketball. He made that
Fuck
shit.
Yeah.
That grindhouse basketball,
That's,
he made that shit.
so that's contradicting,
But you,
because I don't think Anthony
Nah, he
Mason
got
made
the-
the Knicks.
nobody made the Knicks, not even Patrick Ewing. They was just there.
I think Patrick Ewing
They
was
need
Patrick Ewing was Patrick Ewing and John Starks and what's the old head that looked like he was fucking 50 years old? That was a guard.
Herb Williams,
What's his name?
that
That he played. Huh?
Harper. Derek Harper.
Is it Derek Harper? Yeah. Yeah.
Orlando Blackman.
The dude is old, probably 28. No, it was Derek Harper.
Okay.
I think it was Derek Harper. He had that old man face, little like real little face, Beetlejuice face ass nigga, but he was a real good guard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was a real good defender. I like.
Oh,
I look, when I see the Knicks. Hey, when I think of the Knicks as a kid, I'm thinking Patrick Ewing first and Charles Oakley. Like I'm thinking them big time. You know what I'm saying? As a Chicago Bulls fan, I'm like, we have to stop Charles Oakley. I'm sorry. What's his name? John Starks. We have to stop John and Patrick Ewing. That's the first guys that come to mind. Anthony Mason and Charles Oakley and the rest of them are going to beat your ass and they're going to foul the shit out of you. But them two is who I think of Anthony Mason, like I'm worried about him scoring.
You know, I
fucking 15 points.
You know, I feel a way about that comment, right? I feel a way about that comment, not because of what you're saying. I feel a way about it. I feel the only way about it because it is publicly known and agreed upon of what you're saying, right? And the things that the Knicks used to do.
Yeah.
But the Detroit Pistons with Isaiah Thomas and Sally and Lane Bear get criticized for all the time. They get criticized for it, but the Knicks didn't.
I agree.
Say shit.
I agree.
I feel like, yo, are you shitting me, man? That's the same thing they did. Nobody don't call them assholes. Nobody don't say they was pieces of shit. But they used to do some foul.
And they did it for a good. They did it for a good almost 10 years.
Yeah, they had a long
That
run
team.
with that shit.
A long fucking run. Yep, they was together for a long while.
It was so bad they even
The
had their
Knicks.
bench players like John Willis and them doing that shit. Anthony Bonner come in and foul somebody real hard and sit his ass back on the bench.
Who was the dude
Like,
that
yo,
played
man.
for the Knicks at that time? That was the power forward, pretty boy dude. He played for him for a while.
Charles Smith.
Oh yeah,
Charles Smith?
He was another one. And he actually coached AAU in Jersey for the last several years.
Yeah, heard that.
Yeah, my best friend coached against him and everything. I remember I was helping my best friend out, and his big ass, I got to shake his hand, and I was and the referee was on his dick. So I told the referee, I was like, "Oh, so you ain't gonna call no fouls on his team?" And I almost got kicked out the game. I got out the game as being the coach, whatever, at that particular time. So yeah, yeah. So it was so many guys on that team was fucking reckless in the Knicks. So many guys, and they did it for about almost 10 years, a decade.
And no, they get no flack for that shit.
None. We never hear that about them. Never. But I guarantee if you ask other teams at that era, they would say, we was afraid to play the Knicks. I guarantee.
Right. Because you're going to get touched up.
They was fucking people up. They was fucking people up.
and they was a retaliation team. If you foul Starks or one of them hard,
they was fucking you up.
pay for it.
Hey, yo, Jeff Van Gundy got to do every fucking one. Every one of these games, Miami and goddamn what's the name? The Miami and the Knicks. He got to announce every last one. Him and Mark Jackson, they got to do this shit together the whole time. Yo, that's some ill shit though. That's some ill shit though. That they announce it together. I love that. I love that chemistry. I love that combination.
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely.
That's the best combo, period. Because then with Mike Breen with them, like them three, that's the best combination that I like out of the commentators.
Yep.
My guy though, I like just to listen to Hubie Brown though.
That's a nigga. I was about to. If you didn't say it, I was gonna say it, son. Yo.
Oh yeah.
Hubie Brown is the illest, bro.
Because he teaches you about the game while he's commentating.
Oh my God. It's like
I like Hubie Brown.
He was phenomenal. We was kids when this happened, when they were saying he was being a freak, whatever, and they was about to cancel him. Like he was the first motherfucker that was gonna be canceled. Remember he got into that situation where he was with some fucking
young girl.
I think
you
she
talking
was
about
Marv? Huh?
You talking about Marv Albert?
Oh, you talking about Marv Albert?
Yeah, when he bit the bitch.
Yeah, but
him.
I'm talking about him. I thought you talking about commentating. Marv Albert was the best commentator when we was growing up. The best.
That's because when he say, like, honestly, when he say yes, when you hit a game winner or some shit, or a good shot.
Yeah. Yes.
With Frazier, you need a fucking dictionary to listen to his shit.
Now, what the fuck did he just say? And that's a kid too.
I hate Chris Webb. Yo, C Webb. I hate C Webb.
Ryan Hollins.
Jimmy Jackson got a little better.
Ryan Hollins is trash. Don't ever put him on the air again.
Oh my God.
I don't know why he even.
First of all, he was supposed to be in the NBA, so
yeah.
He wasn't even supposed to be in the NBA.
Exactly. Trash. Like, he can't even commentate right. You know how some people can do one thing but not the other? He couldn't play basketball, and he can't even talk about basketball. Like, I don't get it. Get him the fuck out of here. He's making too much money. You know that real? You know that real? Hey, boss, you paid him $20.
Off the hook.
You know that shit that be going
man.
on? Yo, gotta get him out of there, son. There's no fucking way, bro.
Yeah, man.
No fucking way.
And yo, what's up, bro? We gotta talk, man. Michigan is if Jalen Rose, he can't tell us he ain't spray painting that shit.
Son,
that's
yo.
That's fibers, bro. There's no way that shit is just. First of all, nobody's hair is jet black like that.
That's why Molly broke up with him.
Hair is just straight.
That's why Molly divorced him. He wasn't owning his truth. He's not owning his truth.
She's like, at least Stephen ain't real about his shit.
Word.
Doing that hair shit, his lady cheated on him for a Kermit the Frog face ass nigga.
Word. And he got more money than him now?
Right. Word. I was like, nigga, that's not your hair, bro.
Yes,
that's not how your hair looks, man.
And that's that's one of my favorite players ever, man. It's just sad to look at. Sad to look at, man. Love my Jalen Rose, man. He was a lefty. You know, I like people that I can never do what they do.
Right.
Couldn't use my left hand. I like Jalen Rose. But I did get the pleasure of meeting him. You know, I got the pleasure of meeting him and Jimmy King and Ray Jackson. Chris Webber and Juwan Howard didn't show up, and Mike Greeny. I got a question and answering, a few years ago. Went to it, Mohegan Sun. I had the VIP joint, went open bar, open food. That's what I always call it. They was there answering questions and talking about the days, shit like that. So it was a good time. Went to the game, got to see Jordan Poole and all them play. It was a good one. On the floor, had floor seats to watch my boys. Like, all for free. I couldn't beat it, man. Couldn't beat it. It gave me a good experience. Because I was never making it to Detroit to watch them motherfuckers, to Lansing. Like, I was never making it there. But wasn't gonna make it. So they gave me a good experience. So like I loved it. That was a good one. Jordan Poole, Simpson, my point guard, Teskey. Those.
You said Simpson. Whenever you say Simpson, you gotta say their first name. Otherwise, I'm thinking
Xavier.
There's only one Simpson.
Xavier Simpson.
Yeah, there's only one Simpson in the whole world.
Bart.
OJ, that's it.
No, Bart Simpson.
Yeah.
Don't forget.
There's only one real. Yeah.
Yo, it's gonna get crazy though, man. But yeah, I got a question for y'all next week. I'm gonna leave that shit alone because it's actually kind of funny. I actually got 2 questions, so I'm gonna leave that shit alone for y'all for next week. But we're gonna get out of here. I'm gonna watch this fucking game. It's 15-12, Miami, the Knicks. So we're gonna go watch these playoffs.
All
And hopefully Sacramento and Golden State live up. It's not a blowout because they blew them out in Golden State. That wasn't even fun. Hopefully this game 7 lives up to the hype and we get a good one no matter who wins. I'm always rooting for Team Lightskin, but I'm not mad if the changing of the guard happens. So it is what it is at this point. But Jimmy Savage, if you got the music, take us out with that one more again for our new motherfucking intro music.
Oh,
don't do that.
Hey guys, I'm definitely gonna be online tonight.
Don't do that, bro.
Yep.
What?
I'm gonna be online tonight. I'll let you.
Language is not suitable for a show of our context. We do not approve of that message.
I do. I approve of this message.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yo, I was listening.
Nah, that shit hard.
Like,
what you talking about?
Nah, it was tough.
That shit hard. And then it got all the sports references in there. That's what I mean. Like that's why I say this shit. It's about to work out. We're about to fix it. That's what I mean. So, but we're gonna big up to our guy who always comes in here. Talks his shit, knows his shit at that. He's a fucking stat head. Like he knows his shit. So we're not even gonna. Not only do he rap, he loves his sports. He coaches. He does all of that shit. So
that's what's up.
He's on his shit. Like he ain't no punk at this sports game. That's real. So, I'm gonna take him out with that. I'm gonna take y'all out with that, and we'll see y'all next week.
Yes, indeed.
All right, fellas.
Hey, I'll be online. I'll be online.
So good conversation too.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, this is a good week. This is a good show today.
Yes. Appreciate y'all.
All
right, brothers.
For sure.
The world. They think this shit is a joke, so I throw smoke to let me back in this bitch. I'm fortified, show is live, I never lacked in this bitch. Immortalized, my sort of vibe, but throw your raps in the ditch. No sort of lies, I slaughter guys with this immaculate shit. It's big stroke. Fucking with his bro, earn so. You learn slow. Fuck around and get your soul burned slow. You've heard no. Cloud here, you's a sucker to me. And ain't nobody in this NL County fucking with me. There's nothing. nothing to me. To come and set some fire to boost. I wire the Bruce, and Stroke can never lie to the youth. I'm tired of goose, spitting lies, believing the fame. You come around in Stroke's lane, you never see him again. That's on mamas. I roll with the punches and drama. In these NL streets, I roll with some bunches of ganja. It's nothing to bomb ya. I got bars heavy as boulders. Speaking of Boulder, I grew up on ledge with the soldiers. Crazy 80 days, cardboard, popping and breaking. Lot of homies didn't make it, but nigga, we made it. Persevered through the hurt and tears, working my peers. One battle after battle, boy, earning my tear. Learning from fear, pen sharp as peacock spears. Competition steady bitches saying he's not fair. I started this shit, so I can never pardon this shit. The weak shit that niggas spittin', so I retarded this shit. So call me a hater, and I'll be glad to show you some skills. I've been the best and leave you stressed with all the niggas I killed. But we off that, we on tracks, ride 'em like a horseback. Did that throw you off black? Well, I'm too grown to pause that. We on that, boom back, that's how I consume rap. Take your little coon rats and get hit by the goon pack. Nigga, move back, or you gon' have to prove that. All you say you do, cap, you would never do that. And this is not a competition. Fuck your proposition, you was not my opposition, boy. I'm too slick for you to jaw with. And way too many hooks for you to spar with. Regardless, I'm still the artist who spit hardest. Flying like I'm Zion, go hard and avoid charges. Maestros like Nitro on a Monday night raw. I'm sending radicals to your door. It's showing smoke, that's Reggie Mike. And I'm like, we in the stew, he's on the beats, I'm on the mic. It's only right, we make magic when we unite. It's like we brothers, except I'm colored and he is white. But anyways, I came to say I'm still the menace. I'm still Stro, I'm still Reggie, I'm still the illest. But that's my time, the pleasure's mine, I gotta escape. That is your fate, you can't escape the first 48. Bars of power.